This is the Firehouse Subs post-game wrap. Andy Baechler alongside Canadian football insider Justin Dunk. A wild game here at the University of Guelph's Alumni Stadium as the Guelph Gryphons, ranked number 10 in the country, escape with a thrilling 45-40 victory over the number 5 ranked Windsor Lancers. And Justin, as our in-house quarterback expert, why don't we start with the quarterback play, which for Guelph once again was very strong with second-year pivot Tristan Aboud.
Aboud was great in this game through the air, yes, but we have known about his arm strength since he got to the University of Guelph campus. I thought he's become more comfortable as a rusher, showed that today, some key first downs and a touchdown, but really flashed that quality as a passer, didn't put any passes in harm's way, got some critical completions at points in the game, Andy, where Guelph needed to respond. They were challenged and pushed by Windsor after getting out to a big-time lead in this one, but time and time again, Aboud and the offense responded, and that's why he ended up being our player of the game.
Yeah, we had a chance to catch up with the second-year pivot from Montreal after the game right here on the panel. This is the Firehouse Subs player of the game for Guelph's Week 7 45-40 victory over the Windsor Lancers. Second-year quarterback Tristan Aboud. Tristan, congratulations on an outstanding game.
Appreciate it very much.
So the Montreal native had a fantastic day for the Gryphons, 21-27, 267 yards, a couple touchdowns. Tristan, take us through. It was an exhausting game to watch. Tell us what it was like to be on that field.
I mean, I felt like we had the lead, and then we made a couple mistakes. So it helped them get back into the game and gave them hope. And then they took, they made an opportunity out of it, and they scored, so it made the game tighter. And we should have had it from the start, but, you know, a couple mistakes led them to them coming back.
You guys have picked up some impressive wins this season, but this one just felt like it took a lot mentally. You talk about, you know, the 26-7 lead you guys built up, and Windsor kept coming back. And you guys, you specifically, kept answering back yourself. What did that feel like as a group to get over the finish line and get that done?
I mean, Coach Ria did a great job at keeping us level-headed, and no matter what, the goal of the game was just score. No matter what's happening, we just got to keep scoring, getting points on offense, and we executed that perfectly. So
it's not new to Griffin football fans. Your connection with the second-year receiver Willem Arsenault again today was impressive. Some beautiful connections. What's that connection like between the two of you guys?
Oh, that's my roommate.
That's your roommate?
Yeah, that's my roommate.
There we go.
Come on now.
Hey, I don't know the roommates. Okay, I don't got that.
He's right there. That's my roommate.
There we go. He's worn the fire hat before. And speaking of that, Tristan, you play well on Saturday at home. You get that when you're our Firehouse Subs player of the game. You got to get that. And then, of course, from our friends at Firehouse Subs, there's your $50 gift certificate.
That's 2 free subs right there.
Congratulations on a tremendous win at home, Tristan. Congratulations to you and all your teammates. Your Week 7 Griffin football player of the game. So Tristan Aboud was fantastic, as he's been for much of this season, and like it's been for much of this season, Justin Aboud's favorite target on the day, as we found in the interview, his roommate, number 5, Willem Arsenault.
Arsenault has been a guy that's on the rise in his sophomore season, had 2 incredible ultra-athletic catches, especially the one at the goal line, which I keep thinking was a touchdown, but it wasn't.
No, it was a good spot. It was a good spot.
If we had video review,
it was a good spot. I was right here. Great catch.
Would have been a touchdown, but yeah, you saw it up close and personal. Arsenault is turning into a legit number 1 receiver in front of our eyes. Vaishon Genesis is far and away the most experienced pass catcher on this team, but Arsenault has an ultra-high ceiling, and with Genesis doing his thing on senior day, you're going to look to that next guy, and I think that's going to be Arsenault for this team. Comes from Calgary, spent some time training at Dave Dickinson's skills camps out there, is a highly touted prospect for this team, as under Mark Soria has gone national with their recruiting, and Arsenault is one of those guys that they've grabbed in, made an impact in this win over Windsor.
Yeah, Willem Arsenault, 3 catches, 98 yards, and the 1 touchdown. Another proven player on that Griffin offensive side of the ball is number 23 in the backfield, running back Donovan Malloy. Malloy, sensational a season ago in 2023, went for over 1,000 yards. 2024, more of the same when you see Malloy with the ball in his hands.
He's an absolutely electric running back, and we saw one carry where he almost broke it again for a big touchdown, but this guy is so dynamic. He's Guelph's home run hitter, but also has shown he can carry the load. And he did that again today for the Gryphons, going over 100 yards on the ground. Physical, despite that frame that might not show that he could take a beating and keep on ticking, but he can do that for the Gryphons. He can run inside, he can run outside, he can run with physicality, he can run with that dynamic athletic ability and get those big chunk yardage runs for this Gryphons offense. He's really coming into form after a slow start, we'll say, to begin the year.
Yeah, so Donovan Malloy, 16 carries, over 100 yards, the touchdown, 6.3 a touch. Now, the Windsor Lancers came into this game undefeated, 5-0 on the season, rolling into Guelph. Their defense is really what has carried them. We mentioned how the Gryphons handled the Lancers well in terms of matching up their tough physical defense, but it was the Lancers special teams that allowed them to stay in this ball game. 2 special teams touchdowns and even an onside kick recovery late.
That's the third phase of the game that sometimes I think people forget, but in Canada especially, it's ultra important. And ultimately, that kept Windsor in this football game and had them with at least a chance to potentially win this game at the end, something Guelph is going to have to go back and correct. It, when you try for an onside kick, there's a chance that it can go back the other way. I know that was a fortunate bounce, but these small details that they're going to have to clean up, especially if they have visions of contending for that Yates Cup and potentially going further for a Vanier Cup in Mark Soria's first year.
Well, if you're talking postseason, this win on Saturday over the Lancers in Week 7, that's going to be a massive step forward for the Guelph Gryphons when you talk about their desire to host playoff football at this stadium. 2019, pre-COVID, that was the last time the Gryphons hosted an OUA playoff football game. They are in good position to make that happen. They'll wrap up their regular season schedule next Friday, October 11th, when they travel to York University to take on the Lions. We hope to see you back here at U of G for playoff football in October on the 26th. For Justin Dunk, myself, Andy Baechler, all of our GryphVision crew, this has been the Firehouse Subs post-game wrap.